Here's the lineup. Stabler at quarterback, Davis and Van Egan the running backs, Branch and Biletnikoff the wide receivers, Casper is the tight end. Raiders ball on their own 21. First down. They've got those receivers spread wide to spread. Cutting off the 20 to the 25. Mark Van Egan hit by Billy Simpson and Isaiah Robertson. The safeties make a lot of tackles. This is the famous Oakland Raider offensive line. Shell at left tackle, Upshaw at left guard. That's their strength. Dalby's the center. Beeler's the right guard. Lawrence the right tackle. 25-yard line of Oakland. They have a second down and 6. Getting outside is Davis. He has the first down. And he's belted out of bounds again by Bill Simpson. First down for Clarence Davis, returning back to the Coliseum where he played for USC.
And so many people have criticized L.A. for running the ball, keeping it on the ground. Oakland, where they used to be the type of people that win up top, have now gone to more running. They're doing it effectively, and that's why they are.
See Youngblood, Cody Jones, Brooks, Dreyer up front. For Jim Youngblood, no relation to Jack Youngblood. Jack Reynolds in the middle, and Isaiah Robertson, the outside linebacker. First down, Raiders on their 35. No score, we're just underway. A draw play. Davis skirts through, and he stops short of his 45. Speaking of that secondary, it's a good one. The Rams have Pat Thomas on the left, a young player, Monty Jackson on the right. They don't go to him around his area much. He can pick them off. Elmendorf and Simpson, an outstanding pair of safeties. First down. Oakland's ball on their own 44. They have marched for 2 consecutive first downs. Matuszak is in. And right ahead they go over the 50.
Kurt, there's nothing that slows down a good pass rush more than a good offensive line taking it to them, gaining 5, 6, 7 yards at a crack. Now, when you take the ball like Oakland has done in the first drive and establishes you're going to run it down their throats, it really gets you a little bit skeptical about whether you should even get in your starting blocks and come after the passer, because you may not get a chance.
Oakland on the Ram 49. Second and 3. The Raiders are the top offensive club in the National Football League. Number 1. They have averaged 342 yards a game. The Chicago Bears are second. The Rams rank 5th in the National Football League in total offense. They average 328 yards a game. Second down now, 8. Fake, Stabler, lots of time, shoots it out. Intercepted by the Rams at the 35. Picking the ball off is Jim Youngblood. All right, first down for the Rams. Los Angeles on their 36. Pat Hayden on the quick pitch to Cutchin. Outside of the 40, and he runs for a first down. Lawrence McCutcheon.
At the end of the 1980 season, McCutcheon ranked 12th all-time in rushing yardage. He had 4 1,000-yard rushing seasons and played in 5 straight Pro Bowls.
May not take him very long to accomplish 36 yards if he gets blocking up front like he does on this play. He's getting excellent out front protection from Horton. He's got Cappelletti doing his job. Before he even gets any contact, he's 8 yards down the field.
They have Pat Hayden at quarterback. Lawrence McCutcheon and Cappelletti are the running backs. Harold Jackson and Billy Waddy are the right receivers, and Terry Nelson is the tight end. Their offensive line will be Doug France at left tackle, 77. Tom Mack at left guard. Rich Saul, the center. Greg Horton, the right guard, filling in for Dennis Hare, and John Williams, the right tackle. They have an injury to George Atkinson. And a rookie, Lester Hayes of Texas A&M, is coming on the field to replace him.
Lester Hayes was a 197-pound defensive end in high school. He had 35 sacks in 9 games as a senior. He ran a 4.4 40-yard dash and had over 100 track scholarships. In 1981, he had 19 interceptions, including the postseason and Pro Bowl. 4 interceptions in the regular season were called back due to penalties.
The Raiders have had injuries in their secondary all year. 2 yards on that advance. John Cappelletti gets his first carry. Now here's the front three. Sistrunk is not in there. Matuszak at left end, David Rowe the middle guard, and Sistrunk has been ailing and didn't feel up to it, so Toomey started at right end. Rice at left linebacker. Monty Johnson, Willie Hall the middle linebackers, and the Mad Stork, Ken Hendricks, is the outside right linebacker. On the Raider 49-yard line. They have a 3rd down and 6. Hayden's first pass. Out it goes. It's complete to McCutcheon. Boy, Hayden had all the time trying to eat a sandwich and a cup of coffee.
It was an excellent throw by Hayden. He hit McCutcheon right on the money. Willie Hall was trying to cover him. When you give a man enough time and you're working on linebackers, eventually your backs are going to get open. Now you see Jack Tatum went over to help Lester Hayes a little bit. He wasn't in a good position to really make a move on this football coming over the middle. You see him coming up late out of the right hand of your screen.
Down the secondary, Skip Thomas and Willie Brown. It'll be Willie Brown and the rookie Hayes in the corners, and Jack Tatum, Skip Thomas, and now the safety men. Neil Colsey's out. 3rd down, 3 for the Rams on the Raider 28. Looks the field over, shoots it, and it's incomplete. Broken up by the veteran Willie Brown. Just tipped it away.
1977 was Willie Brown's last year as a starter. A Hall of Famer, he was undrafted out of Grambling State and was signed by the Oilers, but cut in training camp. He later signed with the Broncos, where he played for 4 years before being traded to the Raiders in 1967.
This will be a 46-yard field goal. He's hit one over 40 this year out of the 15 he's made. From Mexico City. And his kick is up, and it is no good. It fades to the right. So the Rams missed on 1st down. And hit is Mark Van Egan for a loss. 85, Jack Youngblood right on him from left end. He's fired up. Look at him.
I'll tell you, when you talk about Jack Youngblood, you talk about a guy that comes to play, seems to play best in big games. He got off to a slow start this year.
3rd down, 13. Stabler's toss over the head of Cliff Grant. Right now, the Rams have a 1st down and their 34. Hayden to Capoletti. Capoletti. Fine effort by Capoletti, the former Heisman Trophy winner. He's also an excellent blocker. He doesn't get the ball as much as McCutcheon. One reason is they like to have him block for McCutcheon. Pat Hayden became the starting quarterback in the 5th game of the year against New Orleans. 3rd and 4. Now he's running into problems, and he's sacked at the 32-yard line. With an injury, Rick Jennings is going to be the safety man for the Raiders. Walker's averaged 35 yards a kick. Not distance, but he kicks the ball high. And that's a high, short kick. Fair catch called by Jennings. Look out. Huge recovery.
I think it's hilarious.
Rams recover. Hayden fakes the handoff, a throw, swings it to McCutcheon. McCutcheon is slowed down and then dropped. He was slowed down by a fired-up rookie, Lester Hayes. McCutcheon slid off him, and then Floyd Wright did the finishing job. That Hayes is a hitter. He was a linebacker his first 2 years at Texas A&M, then became a secondary back. They're very high on his future. And they put a 4-man down line now. They're going to rush 4 men. Let's drop back. Swing out to Capoletti. 25, 20. Capoletti runs for the 1st down. 4th down, they're going for it. A half yard to go. McCutcheon and Bryant ran the time down. And Capoletti goes over. 2 minutes to go in the 1st period. Stabler will put it up. And he throws it, and it's complete to Biletnikoff, who skips out of bounds. You've seen that one 100 times. Mark Van Egan came into this game the #1 rusher in the American Conference. He needs 89 more yards, that is, into this game, to reach 1,101 yards, which would make him the top single rusher in Oakland history. Out it goes. It's complete to Casper, the tight end. He's up in it, but not until he has a first down. Pat Thomas.
Hall of Fame tight end Dave Casper's time in Oakland was limited. In 1980, the Oilers traded a number 1 draft pick and 2 number 2s for him. That was quite a bit.
Not putting his attention on the receiver until the last moment when he throws it to him. Now you can see Casper's out there. Stabler comes back. It's a little play-action pass to freeze the linebackers. He's able to do that. Youngblood can't keep up with Casper.
Second down, 7. Stabler shoots it. Great catch. Clarence Davis ripping away. Davis has a first down on the Ram 26. 5 backs in for the Rams. Rod Perry's on the field. They rush him, and he heaves it away. They had a strong rush on him.
Stabler had nobody within about 20 yards of that ball, Kurt, and you can't make a mistake in the official rule that he did. He was going to get his lunch eaten, and it doesn't do you any good to have the ball when that happens.
Jack Youngblood was the man that reached him and hurt him. And here's the veteran Earl Mann, who leads the AFC in points scored, 83. He has hit 17 out of 22 field goals, 12 out of 13 inside the 40. Oh, this is going to be a 39-yard attempt for Earl Mann. The wind is not a factor. David Humm is holding. And the kick is blocked by the Rams. Pat Thomas blocks the kick with his Rhodes Scholarship education. Here's the bomb. That one is nearly intercepted. Not quite. It was intended for Billy Waddy. That's the rookie, Lester Hayes. 3rd and 10 for the Rams from their 42. They get to him. There's a penalty marker down. Toomey hit him from behind as he let the ball go. Capoletti made a near miraculous catch, and this is holding against Los Angeles. They had a that's the fiercest pass rush the Raiders have had. They had 3 or 4 men penetrating.
And it's
number 77, offense, holding, decline.
Doug France was holding, and they declined that penalty. So the Rams are stalled and will kick the ball away. See, Cincinnati won today. We want to talk about that Pittsburgh-Cincinnati game next Saturday afternoon. That's going to be a very key game. I don't know what they're doing here, but they get some yardage out of it. Breaking out of there goes Clarence Davis, and they just picked him up. That looked like a broken play. Davis got the ball, didn't know which way to go.
Well, I'll tell you, he did. The reason he knew which way to go once he made the wrong step, but it was supposed to be to the left side. It was a little pitch to the left. You see Stabler looking around. He's going to throw it out to the left. Davis has gone to the right. He knows he's wrong, and all of a sudden, whoops. Let's keep going, big fella. Looks like we got a little room. He breaks the secondary, and that's the first big play Oakland's had.
Almador hit him from behind right there to save perhaps a touchdown because Davis can move. Breaking through is Van Egan. He had a hole that time.
Mark Van Egan was a hard-nosed running back who rushed for 1,000-plus yards each year from 1976 through 1978. In 1977, he led the AFC with 1,273 rushing yards.
They'd be tied with the Steelers if they could win. Cliff Branch, that's why the Raiders don't like their receivers crossing over the middle. First down, 23-yard line of the Rams. Matuszak to the 20, and he surges forward to the 19-yard line. Pete Matuszak. He is the model for all the Raider backs when the kids come in and they want tough yardage. Say, watch old Pete do it.
Raiders head coach John Madden nicknamed Pete Matuszak the Old War Horse because he could be counted on to gain that tough yard or knock it in the end zone from close range. He scored 16 rushing touchdowns in 1975 to lead the NFL.
They're just a game ahead of the Bears. Deep in the corner. It's a touchback, an interception by Monty Johnson.
Monty Jackson made the 1975 All-Rookie Team and Pro Bowl in 1976 and 1977. Al Davis was impressed by him and traded a number 1, a number 2, and a number 3 draft choice for him in 1978. In 5 years with the Silver and Black, he only intercepted 6 passes.
Hayden Capoletti fumbles the ball, and the Raiders have it. The Raiders have recovered on the 31-yard line. Pat Toomey, Langston's in, 2 tight ends. Van Egan has the first down, rips it away to the 14-yard line. Mark Van Egan getting better all the time.
How many times have you seen Shell and Upshaw just take off and do their job when they really need it? Little third and short. Both Shell and Upshaw get a good standoff. They get good blocking from their tight end. The fullback kicks out, and Van Egan picks up 12.
First down, Raiders on the LA 14. Faber is throwing, and it is complete to Casper. I don't know how Casper ever held on to that ball. It was right between Isaiah Robertson and Monty Jackson. Could have been another interception, but big Casper elbowed him out and gathered it in.
I know how he caught it. Stabler stuck it in him. He couldn't get rid of it. He comes out now. Quarterback Kenny would love to have good knees in this situation. He'd have taken off and run the ball. He's clear. He knows he can't. He just sticks it right the only place it can be stuck, and they pick up a big game.
Second down and a yard, and Matuszak scores. Matuszak is over.
Pete Matuszak runs it in for a touchdown. Now this game is the score is only within 1 point.
Had one, let the crowd know they had a touchdown. Earl Mann to kick. David Hum, ex of Nebraska, to hold. And we have a tie game here. 3 members of the Rams' original Fearsome foursome. Deacon Jones, Lamar Lundy, and Rosie Greer here today on the Rams sidelines. Merlin Olsen, the other member of that Fearsome foursome, was in Houston today covering the Oilers and the Broncos for NBC television. There are the 3 men. The foursome here are going to be honored with a tribute dinner, and the proceeds going to research for myasthenia gravis, the illness which Lamar Lundy has been fighting. And there they are in their prime, and they were fearsome, were they not, John Brody? You should know.
Well, I had a chance to play against them about 32 or 33 times in my career, and I think I kept some of them around the league for a while. But those 4 guys with Roger Brown were the finest defensive line I think's ever played this game.
This was only the second regular season meeting between these two teams. In 1972, the Raiders defeated the Rams 45-17. The 1977 Rams had a stingy defense, only giving up an average of 10.4 points per game, which was second best in the NFL, while the Raiders produced 25.1 points per game, which was first. Let's get back to the action.
Pat Toomey, Dave Rowe, and Matuszak, the front 3 for the Raiders. 2nd and 8. And Hayden will put it up. Shoots it down the middle. He has a wide open man, the tight end there, Terry Nelson, who runs away the ball and has a first down. That's the tight end, Terry Nelson. Now you have a 3rd down and 4 for the Rams. This is a tie game for early in the 3rd period. The score is 7-7. 3rd and 4. Hayden will run it, jamming away, tosses it out, complete to the Cappelletti for the first down. 3rd and 3 for the Rams. Boy, what time. There he is, wide open. Seption will try the field goal. Matuszak been in that Ram backfield today, number 72. This will be a short one, 21 yards. Upright right in front of his face. And here it is. And the kick is good. And the Rams have the lead on the 21-yard field goal. The Ram fans are alive here in the Coliseum. He steps up. He shoots it out. It is incomplete. Intended for Biletnikoff.
I think we've got some kind of penalty in the backfield there. Stabler's on the ground. As he threw the ball, he got hit awfully hard.
Personal foul against the Rams. That's Mike Ray warming up in a hurry. Stabler has had a tender knee.
I'll tell you, if you're ever going to ask a guy to come up, you're going to ask Stabler. He is one of the toughest nuts that's ever played this game.
Raiders have the ball. They did have a 3rd and 30. Now they have a first down on their 45. Stabler's back in, and he'll come in with a 1st and 15. That's going to be a 2nd down. They declined it. Here's the pass. Oh, and grab Biletnikoff. What a catch by Freddie Biletnikoff.
That's the kind that makes you hit your helmet and say, where did the ball go? If there was any doubt as to whether Stabler's okay, I think it should be annihilated here, because Stabler stands in there, puts the ball over Youngblood, past Pat Thomas. Biletnikoff's counting on it, picks it up.
Jim Garner, Rockford Files, you see on NBC. Joe Costanza's favorite program. And he's not down here just for a camera shot. He goes to most of the Raider games up in Oakland, all over. Great Raider fan. They're going after him. He throws the ball and just gets it away. A great rush by Larry Brooks. The Rams pass rush is getting better as the game puts a big break. Willie Hall back in a 3-4 defense for the Raiders. Squirting through is Capoletti to the 34. He'll throw. It's intercepted and dropped. Monty Johnson had the ball right in his stomach and couldn't hold on to it. And it's going to be a 44-yard attempt. He has made 1 out of 8 from 40 to 49 yards. It's up there, and it is good. Scipion kicks a 44-yard field goal. Here's an update in the 8-year regular season series. The NFC has the edge today over the AFC. In the making. Draw play. Davis to the 30. He has a first down. Good call by Ken Stabler. Clarence Davis drops for the first down.
And I think Simpson got his hands inside Clarence Davis's mask, poked him in the eye, and those eyes do hurt when they get stuck.
3 wide receivers.
5 defensive backs.
Interception. Pat Thomas intercepts. The Rams have the ball.
And there's a penalty on the play, Kurt. I don't think it's against Oakland either. Stabler had a good rush on him. He actually just threw the ball away, trying to make a good play out of a bad one. 4th and 9.
Defensive holding.
That's
First
right.
down, Oakland. First time in the game they trailed. From their 16, Hayden. He's got his man out there. That's Jerry Nelson, the tight end. Second down, 9. Rams have only 2 timeouts. Hayden throws on the run. Capoletti gets away. 2:25 to go. Second and 12. Here's the bomb to Jackson. He's out there. He has it.
You can see there is no penetration on Hayden. He's got a good 3 seconds to throw the ball. It allows Jackson to make a move before he moves deep. He's got Hayes beat. That's all there is to it.
Well, the Rams win 80 after the Raiders win 87. The kick is up, and it is good. 2 minutes to go. A familiar sight sometimes when you watch the Raiders and when they're behind. And Stabler has rallied them time and time again. We'll see what he does today. On first down, he throws the ball. It's complete at the 40-yard line for a first down. Stabler was decked by Jack Youngblood, Horace Bradshaw. Making a catch. That's the tender knee of Stabler that's been bothering him the last 2 weeks. Has been operated on twice. It was 7-7 at halftime. Now he throws it out, and it's incomplete. They're a much better team than they were earlier. They got off to a sluggish start. That pass, diving attempt by Dave Casper. Third down. He's got it. The 32-yard line. Now they'll have to call time.
And Youngblood made an excellent pass rush at a crucial time. 4th and 20, pal.
4th and 20 is right. The last chance for the Raiders.
He catches
got it
it.
to Casper. Casper has it for a first down. The Raiders will come in and try and stop the clock, and they do. 30 seconds to go. And the Raiders ball on the Ram 45 for a first down.
I don't know how many times in crucial situations Stabler has stuck the ball in the right spot, but you can see Simpson misses this ball by not an inch. Casper keeps his eye on the ball, comes down with it. They've got a first down, 30 seconds to go on the Ram 45-yard line. This baby's far from over.
Raiders have 2 timeouts. That's knocked down. Pat Thomas following Biletnikoff across the field, right on him. 3 wide receivers spread out. There's an offside against the Rams. Sabres pass, a comebacker. Cliff Branch has it. He's short of a first down. Fred Dreyer committed the offside when he charged. Madden, hey, wait a minute.
Madden's very involved with something, and I cannot quite figure out exactly what it is. You're pretty good at reading lips.
You're going to send Matuszak in and tell him something.
Yep.
2nd and 5, and they need a touchdown. 19 seconds to go. He's under the gun. And Mike Fanning in the first round, which is important. Sabres toss. To Casper, incomplete, broken up by Isaiah Robertson. These two have tangled before, John.
You bet. I'll tell you, here you go. You can see there are very few secrets. They've got everybody backed off. Isaiah's not going to let anybody get the ball and get out of bounds. He's guarding the sideline, comes in, makes a fine play on Casper.
The Raiders are down to their last play. And the Denver Broncos fans standing by their team, unless the Raiders click, have at least tied for the Western Division Championship. Now he heaves it. He gets it out of bounds, goes Branch. The clock is over. The game is over. The Rams have defeated the Raiders. The final score, the Rams 20 and the Oakland Raiders 14.